Hello students, welcome to my channel. Last time we learned about cases in Korean and English, but I didn't mention the most important part. Case particles doesn't determine the role of the word, but they just show it. Case particles are not a determiner, they are markers. Let's break down those examples. So the first sentence is 내가 빨래를 했어, which means I did the laundry. So 내 means I, and 가 is the subjective case particle, and 빨래 means laundry, and 를 is the objective case particle, and 했어 means did. Move on to the next. 내가 사라에게 이메일을 보냈다, which means I sent an email to Sarah. Here, 내 means I, and 가 is the subjective case particle, and 사라 means Sarah, and 에게 is an adverbial case particle, which translated into to here, and email means email, and 을 is the objective case particle, and 보냈다 means sent. And let's change the word order. Then the first sentence becomes 빨래를 내가 했어, and the second one becomes 사라에게 이메일을 보냈다 내가. We still have particles which shows the subjects and objects. For example, 빨래를 내가 했어, and 사라에게 이메일을 보냈다 내가. But these sentences are completely wrong since they didn't follow the word order. The role of the words, which is the case, is determined by the word order. In many cases, particles are very optional, especially in simple conversations in everyday life. Here are more examples, so let's break them down together. The first one is 나 너 좋아해, which means I like you. So 나 means I, and 너 means you, and 좋아해 means like. The next one is 너 오늘 피곤해 보인다, which means you look tired today. 너 means you, and 오늘 means today, and 피곤해 means tired, and 보인다 means look. Move on to the next. 너희 모두 잘했다, which means you all did great job. So 너희 means you, and 모두 means all, and 잘했다 means did great job. So none of these sentences have case particles, but they are all legitimate. Then why there are case particles? That's because there are some cases that we couldn't tell which one is which. These are the examples, so let's break them down together. The first sentence is 선생님이 제이콥의 동생을 혼냈다, which means the teacher scolded Jacob's brother. Here, 선생님 means the teacher, and 이 is the subjective case particle, and Jacob means Jacob, and 의 is adnominal case particle, which translated into apostrophe s in this sentence, and 동생 means brother, and 을 is the objective case particle, and 혼냈다 means scolded. And let's eliminate all the particles. 선생님 제이콥 동생 혼냈다. Now we can't know who scolded whom. Since 선생님 came first, 선생님 must be a part of the subject, but we can't know where the subject ends. The subject could be the teacher who scolded Jacob's brother, or it could be the teacher who scolded Jacob and his brother, or it could be the teacher and Jacob who scolded the brother together. And move on to the next. 크리스가 자말과 에이든을 집에 초대했다, which means Chris invited Jamal and Aiden to his house. Here, 크리스 means Chris, and 가 is the subjective case particle, and 자말 means Jamal, and 과 means and Aiden means Aiden, and 을 is the objective case particle, and 집 means house, and 에 translated into to here, and 초대했다 means invited. And let's eliminate all the particles. 크리스, 자말, 에이든 집 초대했다. Again, we have no idea who is the subject, because it could be Chris who invited Jamal and Aiden, or it could be Chris and Jamal who invited Aiden to their house. Or it could be Chris, Jamal, and Aiden who live together and they invited me to their house, and the me in the sentence was omitted since it was very obvious by the context. Since the case particles show the information much more clearly, it is very important to use case particles in formal writing and speech. Let's learn about each case particles in more detail. First, we have subjective case particles. There are many subjective case particles, but we will focus on the very basics, something something 이 and something something 가. 이 and 가 have exactly same meaning, but they differ for easier pronunciation. 선생님이 is much easier than 선생님가, and 크리스가 is much easier than 크리스이. You will know as soon as you pronounce them. From now on, I will call the case particles without the case since its full name is too long. Unlike subjective particles, there is only one pair of objective particles, which are 을 and 를. Just like 이 and 가, they have exactly same meaning, but they differ for easier pronunciation. Just like before, it is much easier to say 동생을 than 동생를, and 편지를 is much easier than 편지을. And let's move on to the adnominal case particle. There is only one adnominal case particle, which is something something의. 의 can be translated into many prepositions, but in these examples, it is translated into apostrophe s. So Jacob의 동생 means Jacob's brother, and 크리스의 집 means Chris's house. Adverbial case particles make a word into adverbial case. In the first sentence, something something에게 is not an objective case particle, which makes 살아 as indirect object. It is an adverbial case particle, which makes 살아 as adverbial, like to Sarah. So the accurate translation is I sent a letter to Sarah, not I sent Sarah a letter. And in the next sentence, something something에 translated into at. Something something에 indicates specific time. So let's break down this example real quick. 나 means I, and 는, we will talk about this later, and 매일 means every day, and 오전 means in the morning, and 7시 means 7 a.m., and 에 means at here, and 일어난다 means wake up. And for the last, there are vocative case particles, 아 and 야. There are other vocative case particles, but these two are the most frequently used. As I said at the last lesson, 아 and 야 have the same meaning, but they differ for easier pronunciation, just like 이, 가, and 을, 를. And vocative case only used when you call someone. In the first sentence, 에이든아 숙제했니? Which means Aiden, did you do your homework? Here, 에이든아 means Aiden, and 숙제 means homework, and 했니 is the questioning form of did. And we can tell that something something를 was omitted between 숙제 and 했니. And there is an expression that is quite feminine. I said it's feminine because I have never heard a man say it in my entire life. There is 엄마야, which is literally just calling mom in startling moment. Its meaning is very same as mamma mia, but calling one's mother instead of holy mother. And that's it for today, and see you guys in the next video.